Hey friends, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I am the TheTranspondster, and today I'm hanging out in Create Sim. We're taking it a little bit more low-key this week just because I'm easing back into things. I hung out a little bit more in Create Sim and a little less in build mode, which is not my typical Sims gameplay type. Anywho, I am working on a little bit of a unique family this time around. You're going to see me create what looks like the millionaire's family, husband, wife, daughter, son, but the husband and wife are just a, an old thing. They're going to look like they're married when we finish up the video today, but they are actually divorced when it comes to the save file that they're going to be in. It was just for the sake of having the father still in the picture in terms of that gameplay for the save file. And then I'm going to be releasing as the next video the family that they're blending with. So it's going to be another couple with their two kids, and the husband is going to end up married to the wife that you are looking at right now. Her name is going to be Reyna Sanos. You'll notice that she has a different last name than the rest of the members in her family that we'll be creating today, because after getting divorced, she does go back to her maiden name. So I just made it easy on myself and left her maiden name as is. Her nationality I based on Filipino, actually. I like to look up different nationalities on just Google images. I'll type in, for this one, for example, Filipino female face, and then I just kind of scroll through until I see a face and I'm like, this is the one I'll create today. And yeah, that's what I do. I just feel like it makes the save file really flow with that realistic vibe that I'm going for, just because I'm working so hard to keep the homes that I'm building based on realistic architecture and specific places in the world for each Sims world. So yeah, it's just nice to know that my Sims are following through with that same realism and also the diversity that I'm able to get from it, because then I have blended nationalities in the kids, and then from there it just gets more blended when the next generations start to marry. And yeah, so some families I will keep all one nationality, so I feel like I've done a Polish family, or I can't even think of another one right now. Maybe a French family. I've done a French family for a French family farm and stuff like that. I've done a British family. But yeah, I'm trying to mix up nationalities as well and not just keep them all so cookie cutter, because that's not realistic. Life's not cookie cutter like that. And I really like how Reyna here turned out. I think she's so cute. She is going to be an adult sim, so we do have some features of aging on her. But yeah, she's got a nice fashion sense. I'd say it's pretty simple, but still put together and nice, and yeah, very mom like, I would say, especially the clipped back hairstyle here. I have it for the athletic and swimwear, I believe. But I just think it's such a mom look. To be honest, that's my look, so maybe that's why I'm a little bit biased there. But yeah, also the summer outfit is just something I could totally picture my mom wearing as I grew up. So yeah, I don't know. I just mom vibes. That's what she gives off. And it makes sense because she's going to be family oriented. It's kind of why she clashes with her ex-husband, because he's a little bit non-committal. And oh, maybe I didn't make her family oriented. Oh, I gave her a family oriented life aspiration. That's why I have that in my head. And then I made her the practice makes perfect skill. So she tends to do things a little better than other Sims. She's a maker and loyal, which really conflicts with her ex husband's non committal trait, I would say. But you know what? Reyna's flaw is that she is heavily attracted to men with um, big egos, I'm going to say, because when it comes to picking traits here, there's egotistical. No, it's emotional decision makers she's attracted to. That makes sense. Because it's not the snobby Sims or anything like that. It's more the hot-headed, jealous, non-committal, flaky, ambitionless Sims that she's got a thing for. We all have our flaws, and Reyna's is her attraction to a certain type of man. But her next pick is definitely a little bit more put together, I'll say, than this ex-husband that you're seeing me work on right now. Her ex-husband's name is Angel Macias. I might be pronouncing the last name a little bit wrong. There might be like an accent to it or a certain way to say it rolling off the tongue that I don't have. But yeah, I googled the last names to fit with the nationalities. Her ex-husband here, I made him Ecuadorean. Felt like something a little bit different, but I guess still somewhat close enough. I know they're totally different nationalities, Filipino and Ecuadorian, but I was trying to pick ones that I felt like still made sense going together, because you still kind of end up with someone that has a similar, upbringing and stuff like that. So I don't know. That was kind of the mindset there, and I brought that mindset into the next side of the blended family as well. I do kind of like the way Angel turned out. I think he's got this sort of suave look to him, even though he's really rocking the dad bod. Some women really go for that, so there's nothing wrong with having a dad bod there for Angel. His style is a little bit more I don't even know how to put it, loose. He definitely likes the streetwear vibe to his fashion. So, and he's got a tattoo as well, all up his one arm. He is a little bit lazy, but he does like writing. So that is another thing that Reyna's sort of attracted to, the creative type, because her new husband's going to be more into comedy and working on his charisma, and even going out and practicing his DJ mixing skills here and there. But the DJ mixing is more of a side hobby for him. He's definitely trying to pursue the comedian route a little more. So I would say that him living in a, I guess, more successful neighborhood of Newcrest, if you want to kind of see it that way, would be based on his wife's career or ex-wife's career. Now we are getting into the genetics, which, to be honest, is my favorite part of Create a Sim. I really like how they work in The Sims 4, with the exception of sometimes the chin, and occasionally I notice you get a really wonky skin tone, and I'm really grateful I do most of my genetics in Create a Sim and not through just naturally having babies in gameplay. So who knows what kind of crazy looking Sims I may end up with through gameplay. But this is the daughter of these two here, Reyna and Angel, and I think she turned out so gorgeous, and I think their son's gonna look so handsome too when he grows up. you'll see sort of what he's going to look like, because I always use genetics on them, at least as a teenager, because I want to know what they're going to look like when they're older, and then I'll age them down if I want them to be a younger age. I really loved her hairstyle for the formal wear. I kind of missed saying it when it was there, but the updo bun that she had, it just looked so pretty on her, and she's definitely got that cutesy, you know, fashionista teen vibe to her. She is going to be big into purple and green and black, so she's a little bit girly, but not fully into the Barbie pink and all of that stuff. She is kind of taking after her dad in the sense that she likes to write and be a little bit more creative, so she does have a desk in her room. When we get to the house, it would have actually come out already, so I'll link that video at the end of this one if you want to click on it and keep watching. That really helps in the algorithm too, by the way. Wink wink, nudge nudge, if you want to hang around to the end and click the recommended video on the screen, I would very much welcome that. And I missed her pajamas again, but they're from the new pajama kit, and I adore all of the pajamas that came with that one. I can't think of the name right now, but it'll come up in another video, I'm sure. It'll also be listed in the packs that I used in the description below, so you can see it there. Yeah, I used a lot of the high school years clothes for her, which makes sense because she is a teenage sim, so obviously she would have more of a high school fashion sense to her. And then, yeah, I made her relationship dynamic with her parents fairly good. I didn't want to make anything too strained between them all, but obviously the parents have a strained relationship between themselves. I think I actually slotted it as unpredictable, but, yeah, I can't remember right now. The daughter is going to be a drama llama and a little bit on the uptight side, if I don't say so. She's a little snobby and self-assured, so she is full of herself. I am just being blunt about it. And her name there was Gabby, in case you missed that. The son now here, I believe I go ahead and name him Luca, but he is just the cutest little thing here. He looks so like he's trying to be one of those cool boys and be on trend with everything, but yeah, it's just really cute when I see little boys trying so hard to be trendy, and in the girls too, but sometimes I feel like they're both trying to grow up too quick. Just enjoy being a kid as long as you can, in my opinion, because you spend a lot more time being an adult and it is a lot less fun. But we do have The Sims to keep it alive for us adult simmers. The laziness is running in the family here. He's going to be a little bit on the lazy side. I mentioned that in the speed build if you watched it already. And they have a little dog here named Chinch. I thought that was such a cute name. So yeah, little Chinch here. He's going to have a little bow around his neck and so cute. These are just the outfits being flipped through, so I'm gonna leave you with that and say my little goodbye spiel now. Don't forget to comment, let me know what you think of the family, and if you want to see more families like this kind of type where there's sort of two families blended together. Yeah, and then don't forget to subscribe, of course, the most important one, and obviously have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, guys.